Oh, listen to this rain. It's absolutely piddling it down. I did notice on the weather last night that it was going to, well, cats and dogs, lad. Cats and dogs. How are you? Good morning, me old Sporodactyls, Dinkles and Potty Pins. It's, well, I hope you're well. It's me, your old mate Borothea here. Monday morning, and I'm killing for time. I can't get in work too early because my new truck, is not ready to get into just yet. It has to have a couple of things done on it. Camera's just moved, but there you go. It's going to move again. Is it? Yeah. It's going to move again. Let me see if I can sprag something up. What do I need? Need something for... Oh, that'll do. Pair of socks. There we go. If in doubt, grab a pair of socks. Clean socks, by the way, love, you know. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks very much for all of you for your participation last night on last night's radio show at Wireless. I did do a live video, and I had the music on in the studio on the speakers, and I didn't think it would be a problem, but it wasn't on that loud, I didn't think, but obviously after about an hour in, we got a copyright. It got took down, the video. It just stopped the live stream, and I thought, oh, well, it is what it is. So put it back on again, and it was all right, yeah. But I decided to, so I don't get a copyright on the second time. I don't want copyright strikes on my videos for playing music. I didn't upload it after we'd finished coming off live on this video. So yeah, last night I think it went okay. It was decent. The first hour flew by, absolutely spot on. I almost went, well, I did go over. I was a few seconds over coming up to the end of the hour on the first hour. Now there's a thing called auto fade, what you can tap, and it just levels it out and cuts the song off short, really, and gets the news on. I was going to do that, but somebody was monitoring me from home at the station, and they did it for me. I was just about to do it, and they did it for me, so we're all right with that. Now then, second hour, I'd got myself just right, so I always like being under. So when I first come in, I'll look at the schedule, look at what I'm playing and that. If I delete a couple of songs, I like bringing myself about 5 minutes under, so I know I can talk for at least a minute and a half per link and then just waffle on, you know what I mean? I got it bang on last night, where the last 3 songs to play was going to be, I can't remember the first one, but there was one, it was Girls Aloud, Sound of the Underground or something like that. Not a bad song, you know what I mean? It's not really a massive fan, but there you go. Now that would have come in after the first song I was playing, and then it would have been a link to, and then play Hello Electric Light Orchestra even, play that, and then I would have had another link to go on with. For some reason, I don't know how, it's a learning curve for me. I think what I'd done when I was flicking about through thing, I hadn't put the mouse back on and highlighted the current song that was playing, because I'd gone a few down and I'd skipped on to ELO and I was looking at that. I'd highlighted ELO, so even though I hadn't deleted any of the Girls Aloud or anything, for some reason the computer just skipped Girls Aloud, which was 3 minutes and odd. The next thing, it just fired straight into ELO, and I thought, shit, you know what I mean? So I realised what was happening. By this time, I'm then about 5 minutes and odd under. The last song I was going to play was Heaven Must Have Sent You by the Elgins, which is 2 minutes, and I think it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. So either, do you know what I mean? Even with that song playing, I'm still 5 minutes under, and I thought, I couldn't find Girls Aloud. It just disappeared itself out the system, and I couldn't find it. What do I do? Great. So I've no other option, you know what I mean, than to just talk for 5 minutes, which, you know me, that's not a problem. So when the Yellow finished, Yellow, cracking song, blah blah blah, and I'm watching clock, and it's going down and it's going down, and I've still then by this time got about 3 minutes to fill towards the end of the hour before I play my song to take us into news. So I looked and there's this Christmas Advent calendar promo thing, so I just grabbed that and just talked it. Now then, listen to breakfast in the morning, you know, it's your chance to start winning. Anyway, I managed to talk on that for about 2 minutes, really, telling you people how good it was to, you know, win something. All you have to do is be listening out for Santa's jangling keys. That's jangling keys and not jangling, well, you know, anyway. Be coming down your chimney one way or another. So I managed to get away with it that way. And I managed to get it, so it was just bang on. And then for the last minute, I said to her, oh, thanks for listening and blah, blah, blah. And I'm watching it count down, and it's under. Then as it's counting down to the last 10 seconds. Right, well, anyway, I've been your old mate Boris here, and once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. Thanks very much for listening. And as I said, to play us out, this is, I think, a cracking song by the Elgins, and it's Heaven Must Have Sent You. I'll speak to you next Sunday. I'm out of here, ta-ra, boom. Bang on 0, bang on time. Played that out, waited, hit the news, next hour comes in. Absolutely got away with it, but it was a learning curve for me. Do you know what I mean? Very much a learning curve. The thing is, I can talk underwater. I can talk underwater, but I wasn't ignoring people on YouTube last night. I was still trying to interact a little bit, but I can't concentrate on the YouTube. I have to concentrate on the screen in front of me and watch. Because you're trying to like do 5 things at once, thinking, well, that's going to play there, that's going to play there, and I need to hit that, because there's certain things I have to be on time with, like time checks and the adverts and that, because people, you know, sponsor the show and local businesses and whatnot, so you have to play their ads and that. So yeah, it's all a learning curve for me. There's a lot of technical side into it, which I didn't realise. I mean, when I did it over 10 years ago at Bolton FM, I was on the graveyard shift on a Friday night. I used to go on 9 till midnight, me, 3 hours, and you didn't really have play ads or anything. You could just do pretty much what you wanted. It was kind of a similar system on a thing called Myriad, but it was so simple at Bolton FM. And I'm not really that technically minded. I have no idea. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there is a way you can fade down halfway and start talking over the intro of a song and over the ending of a song. I don't like that, mate. I'm not really keen. I think I'd rather just play the song and then talk. So I just try and keep it as simple as possible. But I got away with it last night. It went all right, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm too old to try and get into commercial radio now. Nobody would have us anyway. There is no local commercial radio stations anymore. Ideally, what I would have liked to have done when I was... If I should have done it when I was younger, ideally what I would like to do is I would have liked to have got involved with my local BBC, because there's no adverts, you know what I mean? You just talk about current affairs. But I would like to have done an evening show on my local BBC, play music and have it cracked, you know what I mean? But local BBC's pretty much gone now. Wireless Cumbria won't be here for long. I think there's only 2 shows coming out of there now, so it's a shame. It really is a shame, because I think local BBC radio was pretty good. But it's just cutbacks and that, isn't it? I'm never going to get on your likes of Radio 2. I'm not known. I'm not a celebrity. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just doing this for the crack. I'm doing it to have a bit of fun, for the crack and for the passion. But when you're struggling and you're up against it, like I was last night, it's a learning curve. You've just got to, you're on your own. You've got to do it. Do you know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, I'm not doing this. It's on this. You know, I put myself in that situation. It's a learning curve. Life is an experience. But no, thank you very much to all of you that did take part. I think what I'm going to do going forward next week is I will do another live YouTube video, because as strange as it seems, it's not all about me. I'm not narcissistic in that sense, but I do bounce and interact with you. Do you know what I mean? So when you're commenting and that, it helps me, because I can then bring it into a link to talk with. Otherwise it's just me waffling on as I do, and I am enjoying it. You know, it's for crack, and it's the 2 hours goes bloody quick though, I'll be honest with you. But I think next week, if I do a video, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the sound on in the studio, so we can try and get to the end of the hour, at the end of the 2 hours. But yeah, it's a learning curve. I have enjoyed it. See, I've already gone on now for 9 minutes. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm like? I can talk. So last night with 5 minutes, it wasn't really a problem. It's just I thought 5 minutes at the end of a show is a long time to talk on, isn't it? You know what I mean? But what could you do? I had to get that time down to 0 because I had to get that time up. Sorry, I was under by 5 minutes, so I had to get that time up to 0. As long as I was under and not over. If I was over by 5 minutes, it would have been disaster. I don't know what I would have done. You know what I mean? But when I can see it going over, when I've talked to it, like say for instance, if I'm starting at show, I'm 7 minutes under. I know I can talk for 1 minute a link or 2 minutes a link, depending on how many links I want to do. Coming towards the end of the hour, you know, if I'm over, I'll delete a song. But you can't delete too many because you're left with no option at the end. You know what I mean? What do you do? You just play a lot of adverts. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's a learning curve. It is what it is. It is a learning curve. I'm still not right happy with some of the music I play. I mean, I thought there was a good firm mix last night. I really did. Some of the songs, you know, the kids' music, I'm not really into. I couldn't tell you what's the current #1. That's because of my age. I'm 50-year-old, you know what I mean? I'm not down hip and trendy with the kids and whatnot. And I genuinely believe that no youngsters, you know, are listening to any kind of radio these days. I think they're all on the phones, they're all on the iPhones and that. So the only people what's listening to radio, I think, in my humble opinion, are people of my age and older. Do you know what I mean? But no, it went well. I thought it went all right. I am my own biggest critic, you know what I mean? But I think it went well. And yeah, thanks very much for your participation. Long may that continue. But it's a volunteer thing. I don't get paid a penny for it. So, you know, you think, why put yourself under that kind of stress? But if I'd have stressed out, I would have panicked. There's no point stressing. I know I can talk up for 5 minutes if I have to, and last night it wasn't a problem. I don't want to make a habit of it. I want to be me, but still have the crack and sound a little bit professional, but still have the crack. And I don't want to be like everyone else. You know what I mean? I just want to be me. Just want to be myself, really. But seems to be working so far. Somebody said last night I sounded like Fred Dibner. I thought, did you like that? You know what I mean? But there you go. Anyway, I've killed a bit of time. I might go into this Greggs now and get myself a butty, and then I'll start cracking on, because I've come out early because I don't want to get all the queues for get out of Carlisle for the motorway. But I'm practically near motorway now, so I'll nip into Greggs here, then I'll go and jump up motorway at junction 42. Right, I've been your old mate Borothea. Once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. Thanks very much, and thanks for all your support, and hopefully you can join us next week if they'll have me back. Don't see why not, but if they don't, eh? It is what it is, isn't it? See you later. Have a good day. Oh, I'll do a video after of a bit of a cab tour at New Wagon when I finally get in it. But I'm not looking forward to moving in a new truck in this bloody rain. I really am not. It's not sexy, is it? It's not sexy at all. I'm out of here. Be seeing you.